Hello, so a few of you were asking me like how to farm the relic weapons and how to get like the fragments, the attestation stuff. So I thought I'd make a video about it because I've been farming that stuff for the last couple days. So if you don't know, you can get relic weapons from the jeweler in town during the Final Fantasy event. Like you have to make progress, a certain amount of progress in the event before they'll appear, but eventually they will appear in the jeweler exchange under the fantasy castle of Deepest Dark. You'll see there's 7 of them. There's a dagger, a sword, a two-handed sword, a staff, a bow, a katana, and a shield. And once you buy one of them, you will eventually get access to the blacksmith in Northern Hollow, like the blacks. There'll be like a little cutscene, and you'll eventually be able to use the blacksmith to reforge them. Like, and all of them require different materials, right? So I got my staff up to the 2nd rank. I got the shield into rank 1, and the malefic dagger to the next rank. Note, like pretty much all these require like lots of silver pieces, so that's kind of what I've been going for. But you'll eventually need like these ones here. Like these are Attestation of Virtue. All these have an attestation for them that's related to them, and there's also like fragments, which I assume I'll need on the higher ones. Haven't gotten that high yet, but there's all kinds of resources. So if you go, there's this merchant in the tavern. If you go to the tavern, there's this guy here. You can actually, there's all these delivery supports. You can actually trade like resources here. So like you can refresh this like once a day or once every 20 hours even. And like you can make trades here if you have the resources and if someone offers you something. And you also get gil here. This is a good way to get gil. If you need gil, you can make some trades. But you can also look right here. There's a materials zone. You can look up all the materials you have. But like we can see, I have like the attestation of virtue I need for the staff. Like all of them have a symbol on for what type of weapon they're for. So that's for the katana. This is for the two-handed sword. This is for the one-handed sword. This is for the dagger. And there's the fragments. And next, these ones are the harder ones to farm for a lot of people. A lot of people have a harder time farming the fragments and stuff, like the fragment attestations. We'll talk about that. But right, one good way to get some of these is just by making the trades here. And you can also do a procurement request, like I've obviously done. Like been doing the silver pieces, like as I showed you, like all the weapons need a lot of silver pieces, and that's what I've needed. But we'll just claim these here just so I can show you. These are probably bots. Like after 3 hours, if you put a procurement quest in here, like after 3 hours, it'll actually be auto fulfilled by a bots. So you can actually, this is a good way to get stuff. Like you can, if you check in the game several times a day, you can get a lot of stuff. You could trade attestations here if you want. Like, if you need Attestation of Glory, you could trade, like, other attestations. Like, because, like I said, I have a lot of these attestations of celerity. We could do that, or I said, it has to be, pretty much looks like, a lot of times it's like for like, you have to trade attestations for attestations. But, right, or, like, if I needed, right, the silver pieces, like what I got. So, pretty much, I could pretty much just trade them for gold here. You could trade them for bind bills, or you could trade them for jade shells. All of those are fine, like, and really, like, you could just, like said, and you can post up to 3 requests at a time, and if they are not fulfilled, like, in a certain time, I think it's about 3 hours or so, and it will literally auto-complete with bots, so, literally, so long as you have something to trade, you can get pretty much everything. Same thing with the fragments. If you need, like, celestial fragments, you can put up your attestations here. You can actually put up attestations for fragments or other fragments, so, again, you can trade attestations for fragments, too. But the rate for the attestations is like 10 to 1, so like yeah, it becomes kind of expensive. Do it for like that way, but you could trade fragments for fragments. You have fragments you don't need, and you're trying to get like your ones you do need. Like I said, you can just trade them here, and then like I said, after 3 hours, this will auto complete. But we actually should have the silver pieces here, but I'm just going to do some more here because there's so many. All the relic weapons need a lot of silver pieces. I hope to complete them all before the event's over. Yeah, you can just literally put your requests up here. Note, you can't cancel them after, like, for a while after you've done it. So once you've done it, you're just going to have to stick with it. If you want to do 10 at a time, so make sure you select the right number before you hit complete, because you can't cancel them right away. You have to spend some time before you can cancel them. So, see, I actually did a 1x. See what I mean right here? So that's something you have to watch out for. See, now I can't cancel it. You have to wait. So, like, always do, like I said, so if you want to do 10 at a time, make sure you are selecting what you want before you do it. So, like I said, so we'll end up, this one will just be a 1x, or, oh wait, actually I can cancel this one. Okay, there you go, you can cancel it. It's actually letting me cancel. Like the last couple times, it's like wouldn't let me cancel even after a few minutes. So there you go. We got lucky. So there you go. But yeah. Sometimes it's just the lag, whatever. Like sometimes it takes, but that time was fast. Like earlier when I last couple times tried, wouldn't let me cancel it even after a couple minutes. So we got lucky here. Probably streamer luck or something. But yeah, like you just put those in, and then after a few hours, you can come back. Someone will, like if it's not another player, it'll be like the bots will do it, and yeah, you'll be able to get the resources you need that way. So that is like just said, pretty much a guaranteed way to ensure you can get. This is a 6-week event, so you have plenty of time. But the other things you can do is you can farm. Like you can get attestations of like all the attestations and fragments and stuff. They do drop in the dungeon in the ghost castle. One way to get a lot of them, like so once per day, there are a bunch of like notorious monsters that spawn like in various places. Like once per day, as far as I can tell, it's once per day. So like once per day, just goes literally through every floor and just search like everywhere, make sure you can find them. Like, so we see where I have this check mark, that's where I fought one. I've been like marking all their spawn points over the last couple days, so there might be one standing there. And if I go to like other floors here, like see I have a check mark here on like there's, because there was one there like the other day. And if we go, there's one down here, brought them right here on the 3rd zone. There's one in this room over here. There's one in this room here in zone 2, like so. And you just like so I just been marking them as I seen them. There's one in the top right here in the 1st zone of the Baileys. So I've been just like marking them where they are last couple, like my last trip through here, just kind of so I can know where to check. And I recommend check marking them because they can all drop all those can drop attestations and fragments, and those are the rare things. Another thing you could do is like there are these little nodes here. You can get the Ouroboros sword that's just needed for stuff. You can also get like alteration stones and stuff. So generally worth doing this. I recommend buying the gold pickaxes from the event because the gold pickaxes give you 3x the rewards. Yeah, we're getting 3 ores. They can break, but it's the gold ones. These cost 500 gil each. But you do get 3 times the rewards. These were all low grade ores this time. Nothing cool. But that's fine. But yeah, pretty much like the main farming method though is to just come here to the 4th zone. You go to the 4th zone in bottom left and bottom right corners. There's a fixed encounter that spawns every time you come in and out. That has a chance. That has a chance to drop them. It's an encounter with like 8 kindred demons. They're always going to be in the corners, like of both sides. Like this one.
Alrighty.
Yep, right here. This is right here. See this? 8 kindred demons. So this is the encounter you want. And if you have some mages, you can just use AE damage to kill them really quickly. Which is what I usually do. Just bring some AE damage to deal with these large groups here.
We must do our part. Witness the power of the skull.
I'll show you what I can do. Entities, grant me power. Meet your doom.
Awesome, and then there you go, boom. So there you go. If you have a couple mages, it's not too bad. So and then you'll get a chest, and let's see, we get this chest here. So let's open this up.
Such a task on him. Well,
and Stoniga. So look at that, we got 5 attestations of celerity. So there you go. And if you don't need like. The only attestations I've seen from these chests are the dagger ones, so if you don't need like the attestation celerity, you can just put up the request there and trade them for the ones you do need. But yeah, that's like 100% spawn right there in bottom left corner. They do wander, so sometimes you might have to go searching for them. And then we got, oh, and tone berries. Hey, awesome. So tone berries, they are the ones that drop the necropsych items that you will need. They are kind of a bit rare. They're not a guaranteed spawn, so you'll just have to kind of get lucky.
Great Agora,
This is a good floor to find these as well. Note that tone berries have a pretty nasty counterattack if you use physical attacks. So like if we, like said, like I'll show you like on like Prish here in a second. But if they will not counter spells. So just use spells. They're also weak to dark. They're light type enemies, so they're weak to dark. So if you have like a dark, like she has Zealous 4. This one is Zealous 1, so it won't do that much damage. See, but they are there. But yeah, so you can use skills to try to avoid the counterattack. I haven't got counterattack that, but if we do like anything with Prish, literally anything, she will like instantly die. So if I do, oh, actually she didn't get countered that time, but a lot of times he'll just counter her. So Yeah, so you just have to watch out for that. Maybe just it's only a chance of getting countered. But like magic spells, they don't counter magic spells, so you can do magic spells on them all day, and you will be just fine.
Darkness.
Let's see. We will defend you. I just want to see here.
Watch and learn. Eat this.
Okay. Hey, we're just not gonna get the counterattack on the video. That's fine. We're gonna streamer luck or something.
I can withstand this
That's
type.
fine.
Like, that'll kill me.
Cheat death there. Alright.
This is quite the this blessing won't make me trust you more.
Lend me your strength. Wounds be healed.
Alright. Should be almost dead.
Oh, darkness.
There you go. Yeah, they do have a pretty nasty
As
counterattack.
Well, that was worth
But
our
they
time.
won't counter spells,
What
so
is that?
you'll be fine there. But they always, Toneberries always drop 4 times Necropsychs, which is another item you will need for your stuff, so... Yeah, there's not a fixed encounter, but they do spawn in the 5th zone. 5th zone seems to be a good place to farm those as well. Here's the other side. We're over here. It's gonna be... It might be this one here.
Let's just get this over
Nope.
and done with.
What is that?
Alright. Alright, here we go. Here's the other one. Yeah, like I said, they spawn in the corners, but they wander, so sometimes you might have to try to figure out which one it is. But, yeah, just keep killing
I shall show you the
all of
result,
them until you
Doctor.
find it.
We must do our part. Witness the power of the skull.
But yeah, if you have some AE damage, you can take these
I'll
out
show
pretty
you what I
quickly.
can do. Entities, grant me power. Meet your doom. They're quicker than I thought. Eat this!
There you go.
As expected.
We need not have relied on great
All right,
strength to do
and
something.
see what we
Crack it
get in this
open
one.
already. Who would force such a task on him? Well,
Ornate fragments. See, so we got some fragments. These are dagger fragments. I only get
not
dagger
treasure?
or shield fragments in those, so yeah, you might have to trade those as well.
give him a beat down.
But I have gone the shield fragments, the supernal fragments in those as well, so it's not just the dagger ones. But yeah, pretty much like you can literally just keep respawning the stuff here. So let's just get
I
through
shall
this
show
battle
you the
real
result.
quick.
We need
As
not have
expected.
relied on Great Agora's strength.
And you can grab
What
all the
is
other
that?
chests that spawn too.
Who
There's a
would
bunch of like
force
random
such a
chests. Stuff.
task on
That's a
him?
way to get
Well.
like a lot of silver pieces and stuff. Like bind bills, silver pieces, the shells and stuff can all spawn in the random chests. But pretty much, I recommend just going down, back
Let's
down.
go.
Like after you killed both of those 8 times Kid Redeems, I recommend just going down to the 4th floor, going to Harkin, exiting, and then you can literally just come back into the dungeon. Right, you hit return, and then you can go right straight back to the 4th floor. Fourth to the zone, 4th zone, not 4th floor, rather. Zone 4, it's the 2nd floor, but it's zone 4. And you can literally, and then you can just go back up, repeat the whole process again.
Let's get going. Let us be off.
You can literally just go up, kill them again. So that is, like, pretty much the best way to do it. I mean, most of the stuff you'll get from the demons, you'll get pretty much only the dagger attestations and the fragments. It'll either be
let's
dagger
get
or shield
ourselves some
fragments. So
tasty grub.
if you want to do the relics other than those, you will have to go take them to the village in Northern Hollow, go to the tavern, and go find the merchant to set up your trades here. And you would just have to do the procurement request and then put in for the ones you want here. Like, so if, like, you could just, like, say, well, let's cancel this again. And you literally just put in, like, said, we just got some ornate fragments, right? So we can put in for, like, some celestial fragments, right? These are ones that have the staffs, like, so we could, or not ornate fragments, but yeah, we owned a bunch of, yeah, we own. Oh wait, I did it backwards. I'm doing this backwards. I want celestial fragments. So if I want celestial fragments, I can then pay in supernal fragments, or no, that's supernal fragments or ornate fragments. I have 53 ornate fragments, but I get a lot of the dagger stuff. You'll get a lot of the dagger stuff mostly. Occasionally you will get these supernal fragments, which are the shield ones from those, but that is the best way to farm this event. Just try to get all the stuff you need. You can literally just keep re-entering in zone 5, and I think you have to have beaten the Shadow Lord before you do this. Like, you have to have been at already beaten the theme. So if you go to the wheel, like, let's go to the cursed wheel real quick here. So we go to the event here. I think you have to be at the very end of the event. Like, you have to have beaten the end of hatred. You have to have beaten the Shadow Lord, I think, to make that 8 count enemy appear. So then that guarantee that one. It might be random before that, but to guarantee it, there's always 2 that spawn both corners of each of that room in zone 5. So that is by far the fastest way to do it. And just keep, like I said, just keep entering zone 4, go upstairs, and then go kill them both and go back down the Harken, exit, re-enter the dungeon. You can just redo that, and yeah, after a while you'll get a lot of attestations and fragments that you can then trade at the broker and procurement requests. And yeah, like I said, you have like 5 more weeks to do this, so you'll have plenty of time to get all the materials you need to reforge all of these weapons for all your characters that you want, like redo all these. And so yeah, not too much more to say on this one. I did do a video talking about the adventures you could get for free from the Undying Guide. If you want to see that video and see what my recommendations are, check it out down below. As always, thank you for watching.